What's up, crypto fans? This is Dwight here with Retro Crypto. Today is March the 8th. It's 1:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And look at the market. The crypto bubble screen literally changed on me while I was setting up. Everything was literally red, everything. And all of a sudden, it all went green. You really got to love the crypto world. I mean, that's crazy, ain't it? But that's part of what I love about it. Got a lot to talk about today. I want to start off with talking about geopolitical news that's affecting the market that is causing it's more turbulent than usual, in my opinion. While I hate the term New World Order, that scares me, but there is a realignment of the world in front of our eyes. Is it for the better or for worse? Nobody knows, but it's happening, like it or not. Um, Also, I want to go through the news like I like to do with that usually. I want to talk about HEX, Twitter, do some technical analysis on Bitcoin, HEX, of course, Cardano. I also want to talk about some new HEX projects that not even everybody knows about. I just found out that one of my favorite YouTubers didn't even know about this project. And I learned about it on my live stream. Thanks again, guys. Um, yeah, got a lot to talk about here. Sit back, relax, and let's enjoy the ride. Now, before we get started, just an ordinary guy out there on the internet with a passion for cryptocurrency. I'm not a financial advisor. Just love looking at the charts and trying to predict where the future's headed. So, before you make any and all financial decisions, make sure you do your own research. It is essential for your success in the crypto investing world. Or you could just be an enthusiast like myself, or a mixture. But anyway, all right, we are at 20 subscribers shy of having 1,000 subscribers. I have 980 subscribers. So please take a moment. If you have not subscribed yet, hit that subscription button. Help me hit my goal of 1,000 subscribers, guys. And once I hit 1,000, you're going to see this channel blow up because YouTube is really going to start distributing it across the web. So help me out, guys. Hit that subscribe button. If you already subscribed, make sure you hit that like button and leave comments. I love comments. I love interacting back and forth with you guys. Don't be shy. All right, here we go. All right, one of the biggest things I want to talk about is the geopolitical events that are shaping the crypto market these days. Yeah, big time. All right, let's see here. I saw this today. This blew my mind. Vitaly Gerasimov's second Russian general killed in Ukraine, Defense Ministry claims. I'm not going to read too much of the articles, just to give you a gist of it. A Russian general has been killed in fighting around Kharkiv, Ukrainian intelligence has claimed, which would make him the second general the Russian army has lost in Ukraine in a week. The intelligence arm of the Ukraine Defense Ministry said Major General Vitaly Gerasimov, the Russian name, chief of staff of the 41st Army, had been killed outside the eastern Ukrainian city of Kharkiv, along with his senior officers. The ministry also broadcast what it claimed was a conversation between the two Russian FSB, discussing the death and complaining that their secure communications were no longer functioning inside Ukraine. Guys, that's huge. That's two generals. Generals don't, I mean, they're soldiers. They're soldiers to the core, don't get me wrong. But generals usually don't die. I mean, they do die, but not that often. They are a highly protected resource. And if generals are being killed in this war, that also tells me that there's a heck of a lot more Russian soldiers being killed than what's being publicized. So it's definitely something to think about. Like how, when I say this is important, it's like, how bad is it? Just gives you insight into, like, the civilians are struggling, they're destroying everything in their path, but to see generals being killed, that says a lot. All right, and this is generals from the conquerors, not the conquerees. So something to think about there, guys. um let's see. Biden bans Russian oil, warns of Putin price hike at pump. All right, so Joe Biden filed, let's read it. President Joe Biden announced Tuesday the U.S. will ban all Russian oil imports, toughening the toll on Russia's economy in retaliation for its invasion of Ukraine. But they acknowledge it will bring costs to Americans, particularly at the gas pump. Just to give you an idea about that, my wife just called me. She said it was 4.15 at the gas pump. I live with a borderline between two states, and she just said she crossed over the other side, and that's one of the things that makes America great, by the way, guys. And she just paid $4.15 for the gas over there, which it usually would be what, around $3 or so, guys. So it gives you an idea. It's really gone up. Let's see what else it says. The action follows pleas by the Ukrainian president Volodymyr Zelensky to the U.S. and Western officials to cut the imports, which had been a glaring omission in the massive sanctions put in place on Russia over the invasion. Energy exports have kept a steady stream of cash flow to Russia despite otherwise severe restrictions on its financial infrastructure, and which was actually upsetting me because I thought that the U.S. had cut off all ties to Russia financially. Whenever they were going to boycott, ban, however you want to word it, but obviously not. I've learned earlier this week, no, they still have oil, bringing in oil, and I was like, great, big business still wins, but apparently not so. So great, something good has happened with that. But we're going to pay the price, and if you guys really care about what's happening there, then don't be complaining. I said to my wife today when we were walking down a grocery store, she made a comment about, man, it's the meat has gone up so much. And I said, well, that's cool. You could be like walking down the road with one of these plastic bags and all of our possessions with the kids, hoping that we can eat tonight, if not at least stay warm somewhere, which you're probably not going to get to do either. And she said, you're right. So it's all about perspective, guys. All right. Just want to throw that in there. I'm sorry. Let's talk about crypto. The U.S. is reportedly considering relaxing sanctions on Venezuela to shift away from Russian oil. I don't know if you guys know this or not. Venezuela is a serious, was in a serious, how would you say, ally of Russia. Real thorn in the backside for previous presidents, not Joe Biden, but always something going on between the U.S. and Venezuela. And it looks like even Venezuela has issues with what transpired in the Ukraine, which is really big to me, guys. Let's read this real quick. The U.S. is reportedly mulling relaxing sanctions against Venezuela in a bid to secure a new source of oil following Russia's invasion of the Ukraine. The U.S. and Venezuela held their first high-level bilateral talks in years on March 5th in the Venezuelan capital of Caracas, according to media reports. Washington is vying for reforms of Venezuela oil industry to make it fit for exports by foreign firms, the Wall Street Journal reported. That's huge, guys, because for the U.S., this is very good news. It's battling back and forth with Venezuela. It's been going on forever. But all right, let's keep going. And there's a lot of oil. People don't realize how much oil is in Venezuela. You should look it up when I'm done my video. All right. China considers buying stakes in Russia energy commodity firms. China is considering buying or increasing stakes in Russia energy and commodity companies such as gas giant Gazprom and aluminum producer, the United Company, whatever, according to people familiar with the matter. All right, so Beijing is in talks with state-owned firms, including China, National Petroleum, blah, blah, blah. All right, so basically, Russia's industry is showing weakness. What does China want to do? They want to sweep in and buy it up. They're also going to act like they are propping up the Russian industry, when in reality, they're buying up the Russian industry and causing weakness. Where else did this happen, guys? People with accents similar to mine. Just saying. All right, China is nobody's friend. That's my little take on that, but it's also a realigning of the world. All right, let's see the next thing here, guys. Wall Street. This is airlines. Russia increasing isolation from the West will leave it looking towards China for alternative economic partnerships. Aviation is a prime example. Badly hit by sanctions, the Russian industry has little choice but to double down on collaboration with its big peer to the east. Because the West has shut out Russia, the airlines are going out of business. They have nowhere to fly to except for within Russia. So, and the money's all outside of Russia. It always has been. Sorry, a little sip of coffee there. But, this stuff's amazing, guys. I hope you guys are keeping up with all this stuff that's going on. And this is a real quick one here. Russian airlines are suspending all international flying except to Belarus at the recommendation of Russian Federal Air Transportation Agency. Recommendation was prompted by concerns that aircraft leased from the EU-based companies could be seized upon arrival at airports in the EU. A sanctions package requires companies based in the EU zone to terminate leases deals with the Russian aircraft. For example, Ireland-based AerCap Holdings leases 152 planes to Russian airlines, Wow, guys. So, I mean, Russia is literally being shut down. There's new alliances forming. Russia and China have been getting along lately. A lot of people don't know that Russia and China traditionally have not gotten along. You don't believe me? Do a little bit of research. This is actually brand new. Now, their relationship is so new. I don't think it's take too much to rock the boat, and I don't think China is too happy about how Russia went about conquering the Ukraine. I don't know if they care to that level, but I'm pretty sure they're not fans of it. Because human suffering and death, it is what it is, and you got to not have a soul not to feel a little bit. Um, it that shouldn't matter which side you're on, but you got. I'll leave that up. I'll leave that up to you. But definitely China's definitely swooping in on Russia. They're starting to. We'll back you up. We'll support you. Well, you used to only be able to get 20%. Can we buy 40 now? You know what I mean, or 51%. So China's got Russia in their targets, in my opinion, and I'm sure these guys are extremely intelligent, way smarter than me. So I'm sure they realize what's happening. But Russia's backed himself into a corner. All right, let's keep looking here, guys. Now that's my little 2 cents on that. Richard Hart, my buddy Richard Hart. Richard Hart lately has been putting out a lot of tweets. Now Richard Hart is the founder of HEX, the founder of PulseChain, founder of PulseX. And let me get a drink of water here real quick. Yes, I had water and coffee. I'm thirsty. So he's been putting out a lot of tweets lately, and to the gist of them, this is where it's coming from. Which do I hear the most? When Pulsar, when PulseX, when Hex, new all-time high, when Muse, or whatever that is. But basically, guys, there's a lot of pressure being put on Richard Hart lately about PulseChain being released. He did put out a tweet the other day that I did like and appreciate, and it was concerning creating a wallet. You want to build an Ethereum wallet? Join me. 175,000 to 250,000 a year salary, remotely only. Go blah blah blah. Likely Ether's based. So basically, after that fiasco with the MetaMask wallet, which I did not see him discuss, which is not normal, it looks like he wants to go about creating a new wallet, which means we can use the MetaMask up moving forward on Hex and PulseChain, PulseX, but in a not too distant future, get away from MetaMask. MetaMask can be centralized if they were to choose to go down that direction. As I did on a previous video, you guys can check out. But if you're not on Twitter, please get an account on Twitter. It's going to do so much for you. All right. Now let's keep this rolling here. All right, we're going to take a peek here we're going to start doing some analysis. This is why you guys are really here, probably. So let's get it going here, guys. All right. All right, so right now we're going to start with the total market cap here, and it's on a 4-hour spread here, and you're going to see this death cross happen back here, like on the 5th. Is that the 5th? Yeah, about the 5th. You can see the 20-day moving average just all the way down to the bottom. The red is the 200, the green is the 20-day, and the yellow is the 100-day. It is not looking at all that good, but I can say down here, the MACD does have the market moving into a bullish territory. All right, now we're going to put this on a 2-hour just to check it out. 2-hour chart has a little bit different. It has a 100-day moving average over the 200-day, and the 20-day moving average is right over the 20-day moving average. But okay, so that's where we're at with the overall. Now, remember, this is the entire crypto market. All right, so we're going to jump forward here. And okay, I drew out a support line for the crypto market cap, so we can see that we have strong support at 1.51 trillion, and we're just bouncing around right now. Actually, I could draw another support right here. Why not? I have time. So we're going to drop another support line right up here. So this is going to become a secondary support line. Our primary support line currently is at 1.64, which is an improvement, guys. So that's something good, right? See a little, I can almost draw, now I can't draw a wedge yet, but it's almost there. All right. Yeah. All right, now here's Bitcoin. I have several support lines drawn up for Bitcoin here. Bitcoin secondary support is a very strong support at 34,778, but do not be surprised to see Bitcoin drop all the way down to 30,000. I didn't want to draw this chart out because I didn't want to panic anybody. But the strongest support, if it comes about, would be at about 29.3, $30,000. So be emotionally prepared for that. Okay. So you can see that it hit this secondary support down here at 34,594. It came up to the support line right now, broke underneath. Then it broke a top, pretty exciting stuff, and got rejected at the resistance up here, which could come down just a hair more. I'm gonna make it a little bit more accurate. At $45,479, it hit resistance, and now we're just bouncing around at the support. It looks like we can't decide if we want to go under it or over it, and that's how it's been lately, honestly. So we're just going to say that it's bouncing off that support. It can't quite break through it and stay clear of it. But honestly, I feel this is really unpredictable behavior because with the way the market's acting, I actually feel 38,000, 39,000 is not bad. And I'm wondering if this bear market's going to be shorter lived than we expected. Now, you got to remember the bear market always starts way before people realize it. So this bear market had actually started roughly, no, not that far back. The bear market has started actually, for the second, we started the downtrend, really. So it would have started right around November 10th. And that's when a bear market would have been. And we've been falling back ever since. But it could have been so much worse. So we have to wait and see what happens, guys. RSI is showing Bitcoin on the oversold side of things, which is kind of shocking. It's not horribly on the oversold side of things. It's close to the neutral. Actually, I'm going to go with close to the neutral, guys. I don't want to put any scare out there. It's actually close to the neutral, so you can go either way with that. All right, so we'll take a look at Bitcoin with my my knockoff market cipher chart. My knockoff market cipher. I'm sorry, guys. And we'll take a look at the fear and greed index. As you can see, the fear and greed index is looking pretty dang good at the 4-hour chart. You can see right here it has a manipulation warning X here, so potential manipulation in the market. But I do see a whole lot of bearish continuations right here. And there was a short sell signal on March 3rd. So it is the 8th now. We might be about to swing around. Got a couple more charts I want to look at, but it's possible that Bitcoin might be able to pull out of this, but only time will tell. All right, now the fear and greed index, we're definitely greedy mode. What does Warren Buffett say? Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. Keep that in mind. I'm always going to say that, just to keep that in mind. All right, let's take a look at the 2-hour chart here. 2-hour chart, what do you have to tell us? All right, change of previous trend. Yes, I think that there's a strong possibility Bitcoin's about to start moving up, guys. We got this little triangle here for change of a previous trend. Now that's on a 2-hour chart. Remember, 2-hour charts not as trustworthy as a 4-hour chart. The further out you go, the better. You know what I mean? 20-day charts are the best for long-term investing. All right. But yeah, I'm going to say Bitcoin's looking like it might have some wheels on her or him, whatever. All right, let's keep this rolling here. All right, now this is a chart. This is the, how do we say this again? Ichimoku chart. This actually predicts the future movement of a currency, and it's always about 4 days out. So we just started it recently. And I wish I knew which day we started it on. Dang it. Man, that would have been so helpful. But anyway, so this is in advance. So this kicked in here, and then it predicted out here, which we continue to go down, obviously. But now we are going back up. So we will only know how trustworthy this is until time goes by. And then I got to figure out which is a better way. I might be better off looking at this in days instead of looking at it in 4-hour chart, because right up to this point I've been doing the 4-hour chart. Let's try 2-hour chart. What the heck? Okay. I don't know. We'll play around with it. Because you can't be too, like I said, the market's not even behaving normally right now. So what you're noticing is a lot of charter guys who does crypto charting, they're not even doing a lot of videos. So they're just kind of staying quiet because they're afraid of their reputation being blemished. I have no rep. I'm a nobody. So you can see right here, this from March 8th until March 12th. This is predicting that it's got some green, it's got some bullish power in here, and then it's going to be going to a bearish trend. Only time will tell. We're going to find out. We're going to keep playing with it. All right. Now let's take a peek over here at Bitcoin. What do I got? What did I draw? Is this something I already had covered? Looks like something I covered already. All right, so we're going to take a peek over here. There's nothing really to talk about here. That's the same thing I talked about earlier. RSI. The volume is in the middle, by the way, guys. Not too much, not too little. We're going to keep moving forward. All right, let's take a look at HEX. That's why we're all here anyway. Let me take this hat off, guys. I am hot. I got a fresh bald head, though, today. I shaved it last night. All right, so HEX. We've got the 4-hour chart up right now, and we can see that we have a change of previous trend, which we've been downward trending, and we're still going down with some short signals in there. These X's are short signals. These little red diamonds are bearish continuations. Yeah, I think HEX. Let's try to get a closer look. Let's put this on a 2-hour chart before I say anything. I'm gonna stick my foot in my mouth. I'm good at that anyway, though. Well, the 2-hour chart has some positive action going on because right here it says it's flipping over to the greed side of things, and there is positive volume here, but there is a bearish continuation right there. So I just see at this point, I only feel comfortable saying more of the same because I don't want to give anybody any false hopium. You know what I mean? Let's jump out to the 1-day chart just in case. Yeah, looks like HEX is going to keep going down, guys, according to this. But remember, we're trying to predict the future. Who knows what the future has in store? According to the Bollinger Bands, HEX, this is good. According to the Bollinger Bands, HEX just had quite a big spike today, off of the bottom to right to the neutral territory. So that actually looks good, guys. And HEX right now is sitting at 11 cents, so I'll take it. Give me some more. Give me a lot more. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna have to go positive with HEX. I didn't want to go that direction, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it real and go positive. Yep, sure am. All right, so I'm thinking HEX might start going up in the right direction for us for once. Will it hold? The whole market's acting so weird, guys. It's hard to say. It's gonna have to hodl, hold the line, buy stuff you believe in. Don't sell your bags. What people love to do is they like to buy when it's up, sell when it's down. You take a loss. Just hold the line, guys. Hold the line. You'll be better off. Trust me. All right. Right here, the 20-day moving average for HEX. It had a death cross here, and it's been down ever since with a 4-hour, 20, 100-day, 200-day. It doesn't look good. It looks horrible. There's no reason to even chart that. It's trying to hold out in the MAC. It's trying to hold in a positive area on the MACD chart. Let's see what happens. Right now, it's really riding that line. If you look at HEX with the, what is this thing called again? Ichimoku chart on a 4-hour trend, it just has it going down continuously, which right now I'm not agreeing with this chart because you see where the HEX turned around and came up right here. So we'll have to wait and see. But remember, this chart is always predicting 4 days out in advance. So it's a little tricky. It's going to take some time. Like right here, this prediction was dead on. You see this right here? That was dead on. So we'll take some time. And like I said, this market's not acting normal. So we have to be patient. All right. Let's see here. What's next? All right. So that's it for HEX. All right. Here we go. Power City. Power City's, hey, there's a street sweeper going out in front of my house. I don't know if you can hear it. It's really noisy. At least my tax dollars are at work. All right, so we're looking at Power City right now. Power City is being built for the PulseChain. When PulseChain comes out, who knows? But whenever PulseChain goes live, we'll have Power City. Power City is a pretty cool, innovative project. I suggest you guys look into it. I did go over it on a previous video. Now, jumping forward from there, they are currently in a sacrifice phase. Matter of fact, I have to do this when I'm editing this video. They are in the 2nd day of their sacrifice phase here. So you can now sacrifice. to this project. That would make today the 8th. This is, I guess, the 2-for-1 ratio period. But I suggest that you head over to Power City site and read up on a sacrifice. I already talked about it, so now every day I just want to remind you guys that it's going on. This project really caught my eye because a lot of time, like a lot of stuff's based on loaning and lending and withdrawing early or selling it before you. I don't know, but this project actually is offering something to an actual ecosystem, a real. So just stop and check it out when you get a chance. All right, Hedron is another one that's currently doing the airdrop. I dropped like $300 on it just in case. Not too much, but not too little. Something to make me want to keep my radar on it. But it is moving up. It is. I could actually start charting it. If you guys want me to start charting Hedron, please let me know. It wouldn't be too hard to do at all. But just let me know if you're interested in that, and I'll start setting it up every day, and I'll chart out Hedron for you. But right now it's pretty cut and dry. The support line is down at 0.000000. Was that 0.54? And currently is at 0.00000176. You get the drift. You know what I mean? You're buying at the bottom, guys. It's worth the risk. It's worth the gamble. I'm a gambling man. It's worth the risk. It's worth the gamble. Definitely. You want to get a portion of this. And don't forget, there is. You know what? I'm gonna have to run these numbers later because it is moving up. It may be worthy of me claiming the airdrop because up to this point it wasn't worthy. But I might need to look at this because what you do is you go to mint your Hedron. It takes you to another page, and then you can decide if you want to mint it or not. All right. I'm not sure which information it's going to show you, so I'm not clicking on it. All right. All right. Now we're going to talk about Cardano, guys. I love me some Cardano. You know I love Cardano. If you're a Hexican, stick around. You want to be diversified. I don't care what anybody tells you, including the man, Richard Hart, because he is the man. You want to be diversified. And somebody tell you not to be diversified, that's not really right. Everybody knows you should be diversified. But that's it. That's all I'm going to say for being maximalist. I'm not a maximalist of anything except for my wife. All right. But anyway, let's go. All right. Cardano here. Cardano 20-day moving average has dipped down to what, 80-cent range right now? Where's it at? 80 cents. So Cardano's sitting at 80 cents. It's pretty sad, but I have full faith in them. I mean, I've been following Cardano since it was like 7 cents, 5 cents. So, I've been around for a while with Cardano. Watch it go all the way up to $3. It will be back. Cardano's doing big things behind the scenes. The problem with when you do big things behind the scenes, you're trying to lead from the behind. It's not really good for public relations, if you get my drift. Obama was really big on that, trying to lead the world from behind. But if the world perceives weakness, that's all they know and see. All right, so 20-day moving average has dropped down here. Did a death cross way back here. Been riding down here ever since. It did rub the 100-day moving average. It got rejected back down. Nothing too exciting with this. The 50-day moving average does look like it's trying to cross over the 100-day average, which is a bit of a good thing, I must admit. MACD volume, it might be going a little bit, just a little bit bullish, but that's about it. Nothing there to preach or talk about, guys, as far as that's concerned. Where am I here? Am I here? Okay, here we go. All right, so we're going to look at what the market cipher chart, and you'll see this is the 1 hour. Bad chart, guys. Don't use the 1 hour. And don't day trade. And if you do day trade, be careful. And make sure you study first. Because I'm not going to lie, when the market was doing these major movements and you can almost see it a mile away, I was thinking about playing with it just for fun, like going to a casino. But I would never do videos on it because chances are I'm going to lose my butt like always. But it's so much fun. But I approach it as gambling. So if you approach it as gambling when you're shorty and longing the market, go for it. But just know you're gambling and you're playing. That's my take. Take it with a grain of salt, though. You can see there's some market manipulation warning here with this yellow X, and a lot of bearish continuations, bearish shorts, bearish short signals. Just bearish, guys. Cardano's just dropping still. Not too much there to chart on that one, and it should be. It's actually moving into the greedy territory on the fear and greed index, which is always nice to see. Bollinger Bands has it approaching the neutral territory, which is a good thing. And the I drew this wedge last week, and I was like, man, that wedge was too short. It's gonna bite me in my butt. I think it's when I did that live, or the very last video I did, but it actually still dropped out at the very bottom. I was like, these wedges, man, they always it's got to go up or down before these points come together. It always works out, and it clearly dropped out. So what we can do now is remove this, and I think I'm gonna. It looks like it's moved past the point of doing a triangle wedge, and what I want to do is we're going to do a trend line. And the trend line is going to go from here, and we're going to put it right there, if it lets me. Okay. And then we're going to put another trend line right about here. I'm going to have to fix this. Yeah. I'm going to put the other trend line right about there. And all I want to see is just like we do the wedge. Yeah, these could be a real pain in the butt sometimes, though. All right, so I got these trend line in there. Had to pause. It was taking too long. And it's going to keep bouncing around inside of here. And I want to see if it continues downward or if this trend line actually starts breaking upward. And I really can't predict this one. I'm not sure what it's going to do. So we'll wait and see. Only time will tell. Cardano is actually sitting on a strong support line. I'm going to say it's sitting on a 75-cent support line right now. It's got to break past this 83-cent support line. Resistance, actually. This would be resistance at this point. Unfortunately, it changed. It used to be support, but now it's resistance. So all you got to do is we're going to delete that, and we're going to write resistance. All right, now it's accurate. All right, so there it is. All right, so we'll see what happened there. Hopefully we break past this 83-cent mark and start pushing out. RSI has it on an extremely undersold side of things. And the volume is up a little bit. So we have to wait and see what Cardano is going to do. When we look at it on the Ichimoku chart, remember, things aren't going normal today or this week, last few weeks. So I have to give it some chart time. But this chart's out 4 days in advance, which this part here was damn accurate. Damn accurate. And that actually was not inaccurate. So we have to keep watching it, see what happens. You know what I mean? Not too sure much what I think of this yet, but it is a tool, and all tools are useful. Cardano feed. Once you guys save this link, because it's so easy what I do, just so you know. I like trying to help people. I could do a Cardano video just by looking at this, and I'll tell you all the current news going on in the last 5 hours, 6 hours, last 24 hours. Any news that's on this Cardano feed. And, that's how we do it. So I don't want you missing out on good news because you are waiting on me. So please help yourself. All right. Cardano feed. It's good stuff, guys. Every day I stop here and I look at this. This is the MuesliSwap. I'm going to tell you something I have noticed. I'm seeing a lot more higher highs than lower lows with Cardano's. I guess they would be considered tokens on our platform. I'm assuming. Yeah, tokens. There it is. So with that said, the projects aren't on like CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, Nomics, Crypto Bubbles, Crypto Compare. It's not on anything. It's starting to frustrate me. So I have no solid way of tracking it other than coming here to see what it's done the last 24 hours. Now you can, let's see something. Pavia is one I like here, guys. Like you can click on here and see what it's done, but it's not quite the same. You know what I mean? I want to see the percentage. Maybe put in like I brought 1 at this price just to see what it does, and I'm not able to do that. It's really starting to frustrate me, but it'll come around. And like you guys know, I'm always sprinkling my dibs from my Ray network, my rewards from my Ray network stakes. I'm always going in and buying more. It's an awesome play. I did a video on that also a little while back. And let's see, is that it for this video? All right, guys, let's see. How many minutes? Oh, my word. I've been going for a while. All right, that's it for this video. As always, I only need 20 subscribers, guys, and I will have 1,000 subscribers. It's so beautiful. Please take a moment and subscribe and help me out, guys. Please, 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 please. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you already have subscribed. And don't forget to leave a comment or question. All three of those different scenarios will cause YouTube to send me more traffic to Retro Crypto. But that's it for today. So until next time, stay blessed. All right, guys. Peace out.